Hey, everyone. Welcome to today's segment of Maximize Your Monday. Listen, I am your vision coach, Latoya Early, here supporting Christian female startup coaches as I help you start, grow, and monetize your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. So listen, let's go ahead and jump into today's training time. I hope that you're ready. For those of you who have purchased your Hey Coach planner, make sure you pull out your planner so that you can open up your planner and so that you can open up your planner, and on the opposite side of maximizing your Monday, I want you to use that coaching space so that you can take notes for today's training. So if you have the journal, this is the planner that you should have, and so that we can take good notes for today, I want you to open up your journal to the coach's journal for Maximize Your Monday so that you can take the notes that I want to share with you on today. So if you're just joining me, come on in. You ladies know the routine. Come on in. Let me know who you are. Let me know what type of coach you are. Let me know whether or not you are aspiring or if you are growing. Let me know if you are aspiring or if you are growing so that we can share today's content. I hope that you're ready because I'm ready to share with you information on. I want to share with you. I'm sorry. Hair grows. I want to share with you three reasons why niche marketing will change your coaching business. So, if you are a coach and you are still in the space of being broad in your messaging, you are speaking to everyone in your messaging, you haven't yet really found your groove or found your lane, you are still identifying yourself as a coach that supports and trains anyone and everyone that needs it, then today I'm going to share with you strategies on how or why niche marketing will change your coaching business. If you're looking to go from start to six figures in your coaching business, then you want to make sure that you tune in to today's training. Hey, ladies, come on in. Let me know that you are here. Let me know what type of coach you are. Let me know whether or not you are aspiring or whether or not you are growing so that we can share so I can share with you today's strategies on three reasons why niche marketing will change your coaching business. So come on in, ladies. Come on in. Come on in. For those of you who are a part of my online Facebook community, if you are not a part of my community, I highly encourage you to search us out on Facebook and join the free community Start to Six Figures online Facebook community for Christian female startup coaches, where I will support you in helping take your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. It is my goal to help you start, grow, and monetize your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. So if you are not a part of the online community, then I encourage you to join us. Make sure you're coming in as you're coming in with us today, that you're sharing who you are, what type of coach you are, and let us know if you are growing or if you are aspiring. Come on in, come on in. Here we go. The coaches have received the notification that we are live. Hey, coaches. So, what I'm doing today is I have gone live on both my personal page and I've gone live in my communities so that I can share today's training with you. Again, if this is your first time joining me, I am your vision coach, Latoya Early, here supporting Christian female startup coaches as I help you start, grow, and monetize your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. And so today we're going to talk about niche marketing, and I want to share with you the importance of niche marketing and why niche marketing needs to be at the forefront of your coaching business if you're going to take your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. So come on in, come on in. Let me know who you are. Let me know whether or not you are aspiring, if you are growing, and let me know what type of coach you are. Hey, Croy, I'm doing a live video. Cool. All right, ladies, let's go ahead and jump into today's training. Today is free day for the kids. So, I got to make sure that they're on their game systems, and I got to make sure that they stay quiet while I'm training and teaching. So let's go ahead and talk about 3 reasons why niche marketing will change your coaching business. If you're not familiar, you're so awesome, husband. My husband is so awesome. If you are not familiar with niche marketing for Christian female startup coaches, then let me tell you a little bit more about what that is and what that means. So, traditionally, when you first start your businesses, you are taught about marketing, right? You're taught about your target audience, your target market, and every now and again you'll hear about your ideal client. And so, for the most part, you're taught to go in, enter into the marketing space, identify your avatar, identify your demographics, identify your geographics. And this is what's going to help you better prepare your services or your product for who is designed for. Well, I've been in business for 9 years now. I've been a full-time coach for 7 years. And so what I've learned is that while niche marketing for products and services is super important because it helps you identify a specific area of people, I've been able to identify niche marketing for Christian female startup coaches. And so what does that mean? There's a difference between the two, because what I enjoy helping coaches do is really find their niche, find out, okay, what problem do I solve for my ideal client? And then really getting clarity on your ideal client, right? Really getting clarity on your ideal client so that you can know, what it is that they need, what is it that they're looking for from you in this time, how can you better support them in your coaching business, what are some programs, or what are some strategies that you can implement to better support your ideal client. So traditionally, when we're introduced to marketing, it is most likely through target market, through target audience. So what I've identified is that there's actually 5 different marketing layers for coaches, or for the industry in general. There's 5 different marketing areas, but specifically 5 different marketing areas for coaches, right? And so that first market area for coaches is the target unknown. This is when you're new to coaching, you're jumping out into coaching, you're excited, you're just sharing your message. You really don't understand who your messaging is for. You're not super clear on what it is that your message can do for, or what it is that your solutions can do for people, but you are super excited about what you do, and you're excited about who you're called to serve, right? So that first level is that target unknown, is when you're out here just pitching your ideas, your messaging to everyone. Most times when you're in this market, you do not have a clear idea of how to establish yourself as the expert, and you're still in the space where you may not even be making money for your coaching. You're not able to exchange profit for transformation. So in that target unknown is where you are launching yourself, you're aspiring, and you're ready to grow. Then you have what we are traditionally known for the target market. So when I first launched, the reason why I've identified this target unknown is because when I first launched my coaching business, I didn't know who I was talking to. Again, traditionally, I was taught to go after my avatar, create my demographics, my geographics, and then people will begin to come. Unfortunately, when you're exchanging profit for transformation, there's a different type of marketing strategy that you want to use, right? So the target market is what we're traditionally taught. It's the group of people who are exposed to your content. So it's not even that these people are ready to buy. It's not that they're ready to engage. It's not, they're just aware of what you're doing. So I want you to think about these things. We're going to talk about 3 reasons why niche marketing will grow your coaching business. And I want to help you steer away from speaking to your target market. When you're speaking to the target market, you're talking to a pool of people who could or could not be interested in the content that you're providing, and who's to say whether or not they're ready to buy, right? So we want to learn, how do I create content where I'm speaking directly to the ideal client that wants to buy my service, right? So if you're just joining me, make sure you come on in, introduce yourself, let me know what type of coach you are, let me know whether or not you are aspiring or whether or not you are growing. so that I can know who's in the community, who's on this live. It looks like our coaches from our Start to Six Figure community is jumping on to today's training. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are not a part of our Start to Six Figure community, go ahead and search it in Facebook. Make sure you answer the 3 questions and join us each and every week as we share new information and new training on how to start, grow, and monetize your coaching business from start to 6 figures in your niche. So let's go ahead and jump back into the marketing aspect. So we're talking about traditional marketing, how you're taught to market your coaching business, how you're taught to go after your avatar. Let me know, drop some hearts in the comments and let me know if you're used to this language, if you've heard this before. You've heard about your avatar, you've heard about your target market, and so this is how you've traditionally been building your business. Let me know in the comments, drop some hearts for me. Let me know if this is how you've been conditioned or trained to start your business, your target market or your target audience, right? And so again, your target market is this group of people, it's the pool of people where you're exposing your information to. Unfortunately, in this target market, you're not for certain if there's anyone in this market who's ready to buy. Some of us jump on social media, some of us jump into different communities, and we start to pitch and we begin to share what we do, but we could very well be talking to a target market where they're exposed to the information that you're sharing, but they are not ready to engage and connect with the information that you're sharing. Cool. So Vera said that she's very familiar with this language. Cool. So we've talked about the target unknown. That may be an area that you may have never heard of before. But again, as a startup coach, back when I first started, that was that layer of communication where I was just exposing myself, dumping my information. I'll even go all the way far back to Maximize Your Monday. I started Maximize Your Monday back in 2015, and it was really more so a form of empowerment, inspiration, and encouragement. But that's because I was so excited about what I did. I hadn't yet formulated a system on what it is that I'm supposed to do for my ideal client, right? So that's that target unknown. Then you have that target market where you're talking to a group of people, right? You're talking to a group of people. They are aware of what you do, but they haven't yet decided to connect and engage. I help believers monetize their purpose projects by creating and selling their first online program or digital product. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. So as you can see, come on in. Let me know who you are. Let me know what type of coach you are. Let me know if you are aspiring or if you are growing. So we've talked about the target unknown. We've talked about the target market. Let's talk about the target audience, right? The target audience. This is, again, the familiar language that you hear when you first start your business. So the target audience is what we're told to focus on, right? Who is your target audience? Who is your target audience? Who are you? Who is your messaging for? Who are you called to serve? Who is your product for? Who is your service for? So what we do is we sit down, we create marketing research, we sit down, we ask questions, we jump into different groups, we try to figure out, okay, who is my target audience? Well, with identifying your target audience, what you're doing is you're identifying the group of people that are engaged with the content that you're sharing. So keep in mind, the target market we talked about were the people who were aware of your information, but they're not engaged. A target audience are the people who are engaged. They're showing up, they're connecting with your content, they're asking questions, they're signing up for your webinars, they're signing up for your masterclass. So these are the people who know that you have something that they need, but they have not yet made the decision to invest or to buy. Right? So they haven't made the decision to invest and buy. And so for most of us, we focus so much on the target audience where we're trying to dump and give so much information. But what I want to introduce to you is another marketing layer, which is the ideal client. Right? It's the ideal client. And so when we talk about the ideal client, what does that mean? We're talking about the client who's a part of your target audience, but they're ready to invest. They're ready to change. There's 3 major characteristics of an ideal client, and it is the mindset, where they have changed their mindset and they're ready to invest. And then number 2 is that they value what you offer. And number 3, they desire change. So those are the three major characteristics of an ideal client. But when you are positioning your messaging, you want to make sure that you're positioning your messaging to speak to the ideal client, not the target audience, right? When I'm creating my content, I'm speaking to my ideal client. Now, if you're a part of the target audience, maybe you're not ready to invest, maybe you're not ready to change, maybe you're not ready to take that leap into what your next possibility can be, then you're a part of the audience. You're like, listen, Latoya, I'm here to learn. I'm here to hear you out. I'm here to see what it is that I can do to apply it to my business. And that's cool. You haven't yet made the decision that I'm ready to move forward with this person so that I can connect. And so the reason why I'm sharing this information with you is because some of us get frustrated because we're creating content that's speaking to a broad spectrum of people versus creating content that I'm going to speak to my ideal client. So when we talk about 3 reasons why niche marketing will change your coaching business, it's because niche marketing really kind of, I don't want to use the word forces, but it forces you to speak to the ideal client. When you are niche marketing, what you're saying is I'm speaking about a specific problem for a specific person, right? And so in your content, the content that you're delivering, the content that you're positioning, your short or your long copy is now speaking to a person and not a group of people. So in your mind, you're saying, I am talking to an individual. When that person reads it, it sounds like you're talking to them and not talking to a group of people. Let me know in the comments if this makes sense. Go ahead and let me know in the comments if you're understanding the differences between your target audience and your ideal client, because there is a difference in the way that you market, right? Again, the target audience are those who are engaged, they're connected, they are aware of your information, they're showing up, but the ideal client is the one who's ready to press invest. They're the one that's ready to book the call. And so when we talk about those 3 reasons why niche marketing will change your business, is because when you begin to identify your coaching business with a very specific message, it increases or it magnifies your visibility. Okay, it magnifies your visibility. So this is why niche marketing for coaches is a very intricate way to grow your coaching business financially, because this is a form of marketing where I'm speaking directly to a person, letting them know that I can solve this specific problem. Let's use a hairstylist for example. You go to a hairstylist who specializes in natural hair growth or natural hair care, right? So this now magnifies this hairstylist message because they're going to focus on my natural hair. So now you're solving a problem for me if I'm unable to maintain my natural hair or to grow my natural hair. But then now you've elevated your messaging because now you're standing out as an expertise or as an expert, in solving this particular problem. So it's the same thing with coaches. We have someone on here, she says she's a motivational coach, right? And so as a motivational coach, you want to figure out, okay, who am I talking to? Yes, you can motivate anybody, right? You can open up your mouth and you can motivate anyone. But when you talk about niche marketing and you're talking about the ideal client, you're saying, I am motivating this type of person. So whether or not it's a male, female, corporate female, corporate male, what type of person are you motivating? And then what are you motivating them to do? Right? So saying something like, I'm just motivating people to, live better lives. That's way too broad. That's way too broad. That is not going to help you stand out in the industry of coaching so that people can know that you have what they need to solve their problem. But if you say, I help single moms, I motivate single moms to go back to school or to, go after the promotion or to reincorporate self-care. Like, what are you motivating this single mom to do? And so this is when we talk about niche marketing and why this will help grow your business and change your business, is because you're being specific. Right? So we're talking about those 3 reasons why niche marketing will change your coaching business. Number 1 is because it magnifies your message. Number 2, it establishes you as an expert. Now, when it establishes you as an expert, then pricing is to follow, right? Pricing comes right up behind that. So if I'm saying that I'm an expert in this, and then my price points are now 4 figures or more, then now that expertise and that pricing makes sense because I'm established as an expert in solving this particular problem. So niche marketing and getting focused in niche marketing for your coaching business does what? It increases or magnifies your visibility, and then it establishes you as an expert, and it establishes your prices. It validates your prices. Okay, so those are the 3 reasons why niche marketing will completely change your business. Is because what you're doing is you are saying, you know what, I am going to stand out as an expert in this area. My pricing is going to match the value that I bring and the level of expertise. And then now I'm able to reach the 6-figure goals in my coaching business because I've niched myself down where I'm speaking to a specific person. Exactly. We have particular areas we advance studying, such as colorist, stylist, healthy, and it draws those clients. Absolutely. And so let's just think about a colorist, right? A person, I know people who spend $200-$300 on getting their hair colored, especially if they're going to a professional who establishes themselves as a professional in coloring hair. So you don't have a problem with going to the coloring expert and paying $300 for coloring your hair, because you know that you're going to someone where their focus is this. That's how I want you to consider your coaching businesses. You have to consider what you do as a level of expertise, and that people are going to come to you because they want to make sure that they're getting everything that they need. You got to think about it. When a person is coming to a coach, they're looking for someone to solve a particular problem or a specific problem. So if they're coming to you and they're paying a certain amount of dollar, then they know that they're going to get exactly what they need in that area, and it's focused, right? It's a focused area. So I wanted to jump on today, and I wanted to share with you 3 reasons why niche marketing for coaches. You like it? You use almond milk? You did? My husband made us a smoothie, y'all. He used almond milk. You didn't use almond milk. Why you gonna lie to me? You so rude. You whack. So you want to make sure that you are being crystal clear on the problem you solve and whose problem you solve, so that you can establish yourself as the expert, and so that you can now exchange profit for transformation at a certain price point that's going to allow you to sustain and scale your coaching business. A lot of coaches are looking to learn how to scale their coaching businesses, but it's really hard for you to scale if you're all over the place, right? If you're looking to solve every problem for everyone, then scaling can seem almost impossible, or it can seem really hard because you're trying to pull from too many different areas. I encourage you to identify the problem that you're called to solve, identify whose problem you're called to solve, and find a program and push that one program that speaks to that person, that solves that problem, and you will begin to see change and growth in your coaching business. Cool. So listen, I just wanted to jump on really quickly and share those quick 3 reasons why niche marketing will change your coaching business. If you are struggling with your marketing, if you're struggling with being in that target unknown where you're like, Latoya, I don't know who I'm talking to. I just know that I've been called to coach, and I'm just trying to figure out who I'm supposed to coach, right? Or you're in that place where you're talking to the target market. You're only familiar with the target market, and so you don't know how to shift your messaging that it speaks to the ideal client. If you're in any of those categories, then I want to support you. I want to help you, and I want to introduce you to my coaching program, which is niche marketing for coaches, right? It is a niche marketing certification program where I support Christian female startup coaches, helping you to not only find your niche, but really get clarity on your ideal client, get clarity on your marketing, get clarity. Even listen, we have a copy coach in our community that is helping our coaches with their sales pages. There is certain wording and content or certain wording that you want to use in your content that's going to speak to your ideal client. Well, if you're not clear with who your ideal client is, if you're not clear on the type of wording or the language to use, there's certain language that you should be using in your content that's going to speak to a person who's going to invest at a certain price point. Right? Certain words attract certain types of clients. And so if you're looking for that financial increase, then what we have to do is we have to work on your messaging and make sure that you're speaking directly to your ideal client. Cool. So if you are in that space, if you are looking to, if you're ready to really start growing, monetize your coaching business in your niche, you're ready to take your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche, then I encourage you to book a call with me so that we can find out if you are compatible for our niche certification program. The niche certification program is not only a certification program for you to be validated in your niche, but it is also a program that's going to teach you how to take your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. So it is a dual program. It's a dual program that provides you with one-on-one coaching, group coaching, and daily exercises. Listen, daily exercises that's going to help you grow your business. Not only will you get that type of interaction for your business, but you'll get the support, the accountability, and then you'll definitely get weekly trainings so that we can make sure that we are taking your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. So listen, I want to encourage you, if you are ready, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. If you are ready to start growing, monetize your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche, is there one cut? Ask Carter, where's the other half of that muffin? If you're ready to take your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche, then I encourage you to book a call with me so that we can find out if you are compatible for our program. So here's one of our signing bonuses that actually ends this month. It ends this month. We have a signing bonus where you jump into the program, you enroll into the program, and you will receive a complimentary VIP ticket to our 2021 Start to Six Figure 3-day virtual shift conference. Listen, this training is valued at over $10,000 worth of information. I talked about last week in Maximize Your Monday about, it wasn't even Maximize Your Monday. I did a training about a seed, and I talked about how important it is for you to understand what that seed does once it's planted. And so understand that the seeds that are going to be planted during this training is valued at over $10,000, as valued at over $10,000 worth of information. And so if that $10,000 is being invested into you and you're reaping, or your expectations is 100-fold harvest, then what does that mean? Then you're going to receive over $1 million worth of results, right? And so this is how I want you to think about this. This is how I want you to think about, because even myself, when it comes to me investing into coaching programs, into trainings, I'm looking at the harvest. If I invest this, what is it that I'm going to receive, right? And so if you enroll into our niche certification program, you will receive a complimentary VIP ticket to our Start to Six Figures 3-day virtual shift conference, where we have amazing trainers who's going to show up and deposit so much information. Not only are they going to deposit so much information, but we do have an opportunity for my VIP registrants specifically to have a working session. So once you receive this good training, then you're going to be able to work with the facilitator after the training to really implement and apply action to your business. So this 3-day virtual conference is not your traditional conference where you're going to just be deposited with a bunch of information. We're actually going to take the time to walk you through so that you too can begin to implement and see the results from the training within that time period. So that's one of the benefits. But I am super excited to speak with you if you're ready to start, grow, and monetize your coaching business. Here is the link to go ahead and book your call. If you are interested in the conference, go ahead and visit us at sixfigureshiftconference.com. Secure your seat. Listen, we are already less than 15 seats. We have less than 15 seats available for VIP. Okay, VIP has been selling. That's really been the biggest ticket that has been going is our VIP, because you get that working session with the facilitators during the event. You'll receive access to our VIP conference box that'll be mailed the first or second week in May. It's going to include the workbook for the conference. It's going to include my very own book, From Start to Six Figures, where I'm teaching you my 12-step six-figure success system. On top of this book, there is training available for those of you who register for the conference. There is training available inside of our virtual lounge for those who are registered, where I'm already training you on how to take your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. So do know that we don't want you to wait to the last minute to register for this conference. There is content available in the virtual lounge right now that is already sharing training on how to take your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. So listen, I am all set. If you are ready to join our community and access all of this goodness, then you want to make sure you book a call with me. If you are looking to join us for the 3-day virtual shift conference, then you want to make sure that you visit us at sixfigureshiftconference.com. Secure your seat. Although it's virtual, our seating is still limited. So go ahead and secure your seat. Have a fantastic Monday. Make sure you maximize your Monday. What does that mean? You need to be doing something today that is going to start, grow, and monetize your coaching business. If you are looking to create a coaching business that's going to bring in income, that's going to bring in profit, it is definitely doable, but you have to be willing to put in the work. Faith without work is dead. So listen, be blessed. Have a fantastic week. Make sure, if you're not already, that you join us for in our community, the Start the Six Figure online Facebook community. Make sure you join us there for daily exercises, for strategies, for training on how to start, grow, and monetize your coaching business from start to six figures in your niche. Looking forward to seeing many of you during the 3-day conference. I'm excited about it. Next month, we're going to kick off our marketing with our speakers for the conference, and it's just going to be an all-around amazing experience. Make sure you secure your seat before the early bird expires. The early bird and the VIP registration expires at the same time. So once early bird is over, so is your opportunity to register for VIP. But I'm really thinking that VIP is going to sell out. So you might want to just go ahead and secure your spot. Have a fantastic week and be blessed.